Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Have you ever been in a conversation where someone suddenly drops off mid-sentence? You are left hanging trying to guess what they were going to say. Well, welcome to the Select Missing Word task of PTE Core listening section. But don't worry, today I will show you how to catch that missing word like a pro, even when the speaker goes silent. Let's get into the secrets, the strategies, and the realistic practice that will boost your score. Let's go. First of all, let's see what the task structure is. This task is simple but tricky. You'll listen to a recording that lasts between 20 to 70 seconds. At the very end of the recording, the final word or phrase will be missing. And you will be given five options on screen, but only one is correct. And also remember, you hear the audio only once. And let's see what are the skills being assessed in this task. Your listening comprehension, vocabulary prediction, contextual awareness, and collocation, natural phrasing. These are the skills basically assessed in this task. So you need to understand the full context, tone, structure of the sentence to predict what should come next. Got it? And let's see some of the winning strategies. Okay. Strategy number one, predict the ending early. Don't wait till the blank. As you listen, you need to ask yourself what's the main idea, what tone is the speaker is using, whether he's serious, casual, or informative, what's the sentence like building toward. All these things you need to ask yourself. And second strategy is think like a writer. If you were writing that sentence, what would be the most natural and logical ending? So you should think in a writer perspective and try to eliminate wrong answers. Usually, two to three options just won't fit grammatically or contextually, right? Say, for example, we must ensure that every policy we create is both effective and dash. The options given here are immediately, deliberate, efficiently, fair, and bicycle. So we know that when we are talking about the policy, obviously bicycle won't fit, right? So it's out. And immediately, both effective and immediately, no, doesn't sound contextually right and grammatically also incorrect. Effective and deliberate, no way. Effective and efficiently, both sounds similar, right? Same synonym. So it will also not go. So the correct answer is fair. So you need to try to eliminate the wrong answers, which will not fit both contextually and in tone wise. The fourth strategy is you need to focus on collocations. That's very important, right? Does the phrase sound natural? Say, for example, when you're telling technological advancement, it goes with the words, right? Word phrases. But if you're saying technological grocery, no, not correct. So just look for the collocation, whether the phrase and the words combination sound natural and in a logical flow. Now, let's see an example. So here is the audio transcript. I will just read it for you. This is how you will hear it in your exam. As technology continues to evolve, our daily lives are becoming increasingly dependent on digital tools and platforms. From how we communicate to how we work, shop, and even learn, the digital shift is reshaping the world in unprecedented ways. Many experts believe that in the near future, automation and artificial intelligence will dramatically transform industries such as healthcare, finance, and education. However, with these rapid changes come challenges such as ensuring data security, protecting privacy, and maintaining human oversight. Ultimately, the success of this digital transformation will depend not only on innovation, but also on how effectively societies adapt and respond to the ongoing technological dash. So you will hear a silence after this technological pause. The audio will pause after this last word. And you have given the options here forecast, evolution, temperature, enthusiasm, butterfly. Now it's your turn. Read it again and try to identify the right option that fits both contextually and in logical wise. Let's check the answer in the next slide. So the right answer is evolution, ongoing technological evolution. Why evolution? Everything in the passage talks about technological change and transformation, right? So the only word that logically completes that entire theme is evolution. So this is how you need to identify the correct missing word in the passage. Now, let's see one more example. So now you can take your pen and paper, or if you want, you can just listen to the audio what I'm going to speak and try to identify which option will fit in properly. And you can check your answers in the next slide. So let me read the second example for you. In recent years, the importance of mental health has gained widespread recognition, with many governments and organizations implementing programs to support emotional well being. Regular physical activity, proper sleep, and strong social connections all contribute to better mental health outcomes. As a result, schools and workplaces have started integrating wellness activities into their daily schedules to help reduce stress and improve overall. So, what option should come? Chairs, productivity, souvenirs, rainfall, elbows. Now, you need to identify which is the right option. And the right option here is productivity. Improves overall productivity. The entire passage here discusses the efforts to improve mental health and well being. So, this is the important thing here. You need to identify the theme, the outline. So, logically, the final sentence must point to a positive result of those wellness initiatives. So, obviously, improve overall productivity is a common collocation, and that makes perfect contextual sense. If you look for the other words like chairs, elbows, rainfall, souvenirs, they are completely unrelated or silly in this context, right? Now, let's see some of the pro tips. Okay, what not to do when you are doing this task. Don't zone out halfway. Most students, what they do is they just listen actively at first and then drift. Stay engaged until the very last second. And the next one is don't rush the options. Some answers look fancy or complex. Don't pick them just for that. You need to ask yourself, does this sound natural in that sentence? And don't ignore the tone. If the recording is formal and professional, so don't pick any casual or random sounding words. And don't second guess every answer. Your first instinct is often right. So don't overthink. Go with what makes the most contextual sense. In summary, this task is all about prediction. It's less about hearing the missing word and more about feeling it. So, with practice, your brain starts to recognize the patterns in academic speech, and you will start finishing those sentences like a native speaker. Smash that like button if this helped you, and subscribe for more powerful PTE core tips. See you in the next video. Bye bye.